Hi everyone and welcome to the Fortnightly chat with Jeff and Kylie. Hi Jeff.
Hello.
Today is Thursday the 20th of November and we're finally seeing an up day after lots and lots of down days, which is, yay, look at that little tick, so exciting. That's it, it's turned around, we're on our way back up. So good day to do a broadcast. Okay, so we thought we'd go through our watch list as usual, and then we've done a couple of different scans today, so we'll go through some of the results that we found on those and tell you what the scans were. Okay, Jeff, what's first off the rank?
First is ATP.
ATP. Okay, so our last chat was the 6th of November.
Which it was going sideways.
ATP, there we go. Oh, it's taking its sweet time today. Oh, there we go. Okay, so the 6th of November was here. So I think we must have been keeping it in our watch list just to see because it was moving sideways.
Yep.
And look at that, it did go up on the 10th of November. So that's a big move though. I think our buy was in at about 20.5. It got to 21 and then backed off back to where we were pretty much on the 6th of November. So what do you reckon?
I'd probably have a stop at 18.
Yeah, or 17.5, just below there.
Just to give you a breathe.
Yeah.
But I think going sideways, it's all right. I think it's looking as though it will go.
Yeah, it had this sort of is worry. I think this is going to hold some people off this big wick here. That was a big rejection. But yeah, I don't think we should take our eyes off it. We can keep an eye on it.
Carry watching that one.
Yep.
Next one is EMH.
Okay, that was doing sort of high, low action, and then it's just run out of puff. It's just gone down since the 6th of November. We were here, this red candle on that day there, and we're down since, holding support, would you argue? Where's support? Down there probably at 20 cents, I'd say.
Yeah, it's the on-balance volume is dropping off a little bit, that's all.
Yeah. Not exciting.
No. We can watch it for the next fortnight and see what happens. If it carries on down, then obviously we'll get rid of
it. Yeah. We had a workshop on Tuesday night for people as an intro for people that wanted to learn how to trade, and we were talking a lot about support and resistance, and it really is very, very important. So I'm drawing in some support and resistance lines in here. It really does need to hold at 20 cents, and it's fallen through, and we've had high, we're talking about high highs, high lows, and now I would argue these are lower lows, lower highs. So, okay, but we'll keep an eye on it. We'll just put it in the watch list still just to keep an eye on.
All right, the next one is FGR.
First graphene, that had a big run and that's dying as well. Interesting, again, support level. Are we looking at this level as support, which it had a bit of resistance around 6, 7. It looks like it's holding. I'm not excited, but most stocks this week have been looking like that just because the market has fallen. Everyone, I would say, has got the jitters.
I'd probably delete this one because it will come up in another scan with news or something happening.
True, or something like that. Very true. Yep, all right.
I'll delete that one. Okay, next one is MAN. Now, I like this one a lot.
Yes. This looks fun. I'm liking the OBV. The volume is totally dropping off here, but OBV is staying very solid. It is a nice little penny stock one.
There's not a lot go through, but it is close to all-time lows. Would that be a saucer?
Yes. Sort of, yes. Almost a double bottom, sort of.
Yeah.
That does look good. You're definitely seeing high lows here. You'd probably want to be a bit conservative and see it take out the 3, which you're giving a bit back because it's 2.5. So you could be naughty and pick the bottom and try and take profit at 2.9, so it's only 4 cents, or wait.
Yeah, I think if it was closing anywhere above 2.7, I think it's
You think it's fair enough?
Yep.
Yep.
If you didn't want to give too much away.
Yep, fair enough. Keep it in.
Okay, next one is WC8.
Oh, yes. This is one of my favourites.
Now, we spoke on Tuesday night about you not wanting to chase something.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't chase it. I did confess I did buy here when it broke, and then I've had to watch it retrace, which has been testing my patience and my stop limits, and I've been rewarded.
Well, that's good.
Yes.
So you're just going to sit tight.
So I'm sitting tight. I have moved my stop from way down here up to here, and I'm going to wait. That's not a gap. It has filled it, but I think I'll probably move it down to about this level, 24 and a half, 24. But I'll also be watching it closely to see what the depth is doing at the same time. I may bring that stop up to sort of 26 cents. So yeah, I'm going to put a trailing stop on this. But what I'd love it to do, because this is resistance, because it has had a bit of an issue at 28 cents, 29 cents over here, and it's doing the same. As usual, I'd love it to move sideways very boringly for a week or two to give us another really good entry in it, 30 cents, say. So that's where I'd like it to do.
All right, we will watch that one.
Okay.
WR1. This looks very similar.
Oh, doesn't it just? Very, very similar. Okay, again, same thing. I'd want that to move sideways. It hasn't given us an entry, but it is absolutely gunning for this gap here. Okay, so here's me looking into my crystal ball. It's going to hesitate at 34.5 cents. It will pull back. I'd like to see it pull back to definitely form a higher low though. If it can fall back to 30 cents, 29 cents would be really perfect. And then if it can then start forming little, like an ascending triangle almost, where it's finding resistance but forming a higher lows as it then builds up momentum to break through this 35 cents. It's only a small gap. It's only going to go to 40, but saying that, I think it will build momentum to keep going through that. There you go. There's my prediction on WR1. Let's watch this one. This one's exciting.
That's the last one, so we will watch that. Okay,
perfect. Okay, so we thought we'd shake things up a little bit and try some different scans. So we went into Guru's toolbox and simply clicked on big candle and then just pressed scan. We had 11 results come up, and some of them were pretty crappy, but there were a couple that looked good. So what were those ones, Jeff?
LNW.
LNW. Light and Wonder. Okay, so I think we thought we'd talk about this because we wanted to mention, we were talking again the other night about volume increasing and OBV increasing and then staying steady and high highs, high lows. This is kind of doing all that. We've got big volume, big OBV. Clearly there was some news here. It's gapped up. OBV, it has dropped because that was a lot of volume coming in, so you'd expect the volume to drop, but it is staying steady, the OBV, and the volume is dropping off and price is holding. So, I mean, it's $141 stock, but it's an example of increased volume, increased OBV, and high highs, high lows. Mind you, it's not perfect because it has left some gaps, which are always a bit scary because they will tend to come back and fill those. But if it can hold this level, maybe there's another chance of it to go up into and continue in an uptrend. It's a pretty messy chart though when you put some more data into it. It's pretty yuck. But anyway, that's just an example I wanted to explain. Okay, next.
SHL.
SHL, Sonic Healthcare. Okay, a couple of really big candles. That's a big day today. I'd be curious to see what news there is. So immediately when I see big candles like that, I want to see it pull back because there's a lot of people jumping on board that, oh, this is a big shift turnaround that's just been going down sideways. Okay, all right, so going back to here, you'd want that to pull back. You'd need it to. What would be ideal is the same thing. You've got a little gap here. So for it to reach here and pull back, even if it reached here and pulled back, one of the two, then you definitely, I would want to see clear higher lows forming for this to try to give me some sort of confirmation that this stock is going to turn around and start going up and not just keep going down like it has been, because it is a bit gappy. So, but you could potentially look at a target. It's a long way away, but if it does what it's supposed to do, you should imagine it getting back up to sort of $28, $30. Bit of work to do though, but I'd like to see what happens to it.
Okay, we shall watch that one then.
Yes, but yes, if that can pull back, that would be great.
All right. The last one was STM.
STM Sunstone. I hear about this one a lot. Ooh, it's a nice little penny stock, 2.3. Okay, here we go. Again, not ideal and not perfect. As I was explaining the other night, I do look for the perfect trade if I'm going to do it. And so this is nearly perfect. Not quite. It's a bit messy down here, a bit of volume in and out. Resistance I've drawn at 2.3. Mind you, there is this top at 2.4 where it was totally rejected at the top. So I would be keeping an eye on this, because the one thing that is good about it is it is actually heading in an upwards direction, which is always a positive. This is 5 years of data in here, and that just looks really saucerish. That is kind of now very exciting that I've done that. Yep. So, yeah, pretty keen to keep an eye on this stock to see what it does. There is, however, one major flaw with it, which I've just remembered.
Yes.
There are 6 billion of them out there. Eek! However, it doesn't mean that it won't go up, because it has. So bear that in mind, that there's so many stocks out there. Obviously, they've done a lot of cap raising, or there's just been, it's very, 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 very diluted. So you'd need to do a lot of work. But you know what? Watch this space.
Yep. Okay, we'll keep that one in as well.
Okay, is that the last one for the big candle?
Yep.
Okay. All right, the other one we did was a Darvas box, and I've got to go through these and show you. But in there, I went into scanning tools, Darvas boxes, and I ticked limit risk to 20 in a box, any box. So I'm going to get lots of boxes up on the screen. You could tick first box to just get where you're at now, but I want to do this just for examples of how Darvas boxes work. I'm pretty sure that total risk is 20%, I think, from memory. I don't do these that often. And then in filters, I've just basically putting it from $1 to $10, and I'm including intraday data only. So I've got that, and this is the scan. I think that's the Darvas box scan. AGL was the first one. Is it going to work? Do I have to do it again? Maybe I'll just do it again. There we go. Okay, right. So this is what a Darvas box looks like. What it's doing is it's picking a top, and then it is a number of days where it hits the bottom, and then it's going to hit the top again. So basically, that is how a Darvas box is formed. What that does is it gives you your level of your break. It also gives you a level of the bottom of your box, and then your risk. So that's almost your stop. You can change your risk level if you want to, but it's sort of basically just it's putting in your lows and your highs in a nutshell. Yeah. There is a book that we have. If you're interested, email me, Kylie@protrader.com.au, and I'll send you a copy of it. So we'll go through. AGL looks pretty good. It's all super, super explanatory. You just simply wait for the break of a box to come in, and it's doing it. And these ones are all just forming their bottoms here. None of them are falling back to where they were. They just keep creating, keep going up, keep going up. So again, super easy to follow. So you'd be waiting on APA to break $9.47. That one's a bit rubbish. Again, doing the same thing. It's You've got a long sideways move, it breaks. Move sideways, move, breaks. Sideways, move, breaks. It's just what it's doing the whole time, but it's telling you when you can buy in. Super easy. There's 54 of them to go through. That's not such a great example. You want that to be a bit tighter than that. That's just a bit messy and moving sideways. You want to see them in an uptrend. That one's not bad. There's only 40 million out there, so this is super, super tightly held. Could be pretty exciting. That's your risk there, but in all fairness, if you were to put a stop in, you could make that tighter. You don't have to follow that. It's giving a lot back. So think about where your stops could be with these. That one is broken down, which is interesting. So I don't know about beach. It doesn't look that strong for me personally. It's got a bit of work to do to break the top. Same with this. I mean, it clearly does break. It's picked 942 for some reason. You could probably look at 920, 923. Sorry, I'm sort of talking out loud here. Bit of work for this stock to do. So like you get these results, but there's some work you need to sort of put into. I mean, that's just going down, so I don't even know why that's in there. CUP moving sideways, not doing much. See, my computer's so slow today. CVC, that's a bit rubbish. CVL, yeah, so okay, so you've got 54 to go through, but you want to be picking the ones like this, where they're going up. It's an upwards trend, and you've got a bit of you've got some support there. That's fallen a bit through, so I'm not really interested in that one. Any comments, Jeff?
That one I wouldn't. It looks as though it's going down. That one's going sideways, so if it was a break of the box, you'd be interested.
Yeah, that's quite a good one. I like that one. That's a really strong sideways move, which you like to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. I like
balance volume's good on that as well.
Yeah, yeah.
This one you would want it to break. It has gone sideways for a while.
Yeah, not as tight or as exciting. Yeah. Not really sure about that one either. FFM, I mean, it's going up.
Yeah. I think if it's on a going up trend, yes, then you're reasonably safe.
Exactly, yeah, and then you can put a really good stop in. That one's just moving sideways, I wouldn't worry. So look, play around. Darvas boxes are fun. They're really, really fun. They're really easy, especially if you're learning and you want to get a handle on where you put your buy and where you put your sell. These are a great way to sort of get used to what you're looking for. So have a play with that. If you are not sure about Darvas scans, again, just message me or email me and I'll help you out. Another one super easy to do is just click on the Guru's Toolbox and go to Sam's Darvas Boxes. Sam he's an absolute gun at Darvas Boxes, hence why he set up his own scan that's a little bit unique. And all you simply need to do is press scan and you get his results up. I think I did it. I got 253. So there you go. A lot of homework for you to do if you do that one. So, yeah, okay.
Frank has one as well.
Yes, well, that's the one that we were sort of playing with earlier. So, yeah, they are a lot of fun. I should spend more time playing with Darvas. It might make more money. Okay, all right. Well, I think that's it for now.
Yep.
What did we say? We've only got a couple more, but then it's Christmas of our fortnightly chat. So, all right, well, we'll chat to you in a fortnight. See how your Christmas shopping is going.
All right, see you later.
Thanks, bye.